Listen, I can't help your relationships unless both of you can agree to certain principles and values. And if one of you refuses to practice any of these 4 principles, the relationship always suffers over time. So what are the principles? 1, we are equals in this relationship and we both have a desire to respect each other. Now we might disagree on exactly what that looks like, but we can at least agree on this. No one person is more important than the other. That means your perspective is just as valid as mine, because we both know selfishness and pride have always been and will always be disastrous to relationships, because it's not just about you anymore. It's about us. And if you don't care about the us, don't worry, because you won't have one to worry about soon. 2, my partner's feelings are important to me, even if you don't agree with them. If you value them as a person and you remember, oh yeah, we're equals in this, then what they're feeling is still important. It's not about right and wrong, because you aren't the judge of their feelings. Even if you're 100% certain you haven't disrespected or neglected them, but they still feel that way, their feelings still matter to you, because you say they matter to you. 3, what they need to feel loved and valued matters to me. They receive love differently than you do. So let me just ask you, are you giving them love in the way they want to receive it, or just in the way you want to give it? I didn't know how my wife wanted to receive it, so I asked. I encouraged a climate of honesty. I encouraged her to share things that made her feel loved and appreciated, and also things that made her feel neglected or abandoned. And then I did something crazy. I don't even know if I should share this. I did more of what she liked and less of what she didn't. Not always because I felt like it, but because that's what sacrifice and selflessness look like. Serving them in the areas where they feel loved most. That's how love is demonstrated. And in the long run, this thing only works when both people want that. 4, we both protect and prioritize the growth and the health of this relationship as a whole. Protecting it means understanding our marriage is first. It's more important than work, or hobbies, or friends, or mommy. Protecting it means having personal values around not saying anything to another person of the opposite sex that we wouldn't want our spouse hearing or reading. Protecting it means reading a relationship book together to protect against mindlessness and complacency. It means giving each other time every day to reconnect together. It means checking in with them and actually asking them, how are you feeling about this relationship? What are we getting right? What do we need to work on? And having the humility and discipline to actually listen to them. And especially it means if one person has decided this relationship needs counseling, we don't roll our eyes at them and say, you're the one that needs counseling. No, we put our pride and ego aside and we go to counseling with them, because the marriage is more important than your ego.